It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Eagles and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's a preseason matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Cleveland. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts, and that's out to the flat for Swift. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson makes his return to the NFL gridiron this season after holding out for the entirety of 2021 and being traded from Houston. The Cleveland Browns, they made a big investment not only to bring him in, but to give him by far the most guaranteed money in NFL history. If Watson remains the same player he was in Houston, though, a 3-time Pro Bowler and one of the game's biggest playmakers, he may finally solve a decades-long search for Cleveland's franchise quarterback.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over first and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were against him.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Ward to return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. From the 45 on second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Cleveland offense making their way out. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 3rd down, Felton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st down, Hurts. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll run for it with Penny. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Watson steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson now to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll look to throw here. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Faking the give. Now Watson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson on 1st down. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact, and not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hurts.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This defense has to feel good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That's going to be taken in by Felton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Dobbs. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Scott to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mariota. Dance, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. There's the linebacker, Reggie Ragland, getting through and getting the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Dobbs. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Felton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, Felton again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Dobbs. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mariota to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Penny up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw is Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The kick by Elliott is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So his second field goal now here in this third quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
On third down, Mariota. That's Ward, complete right side. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Cleveland offense making their way out. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start things, and they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and 12, Dobbs forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They begin with a run by Penny, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Dobbs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Dobbs. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run on first down. Felton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Draw play to Ford. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
York able to send this one through,
and that'll move him back within 6 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside handoff, Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Again, it's Penny. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Throwing is Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Reggie Ragland able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I think a lot of time when you see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs.
That one caught by Felton.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Dobbs.
Open man is Marquez Stevenson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Felton. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing here, Dobbs. Flushed out right. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now a give, right side. Felton.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Patrick Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Oh, the return is Scott.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, Mariota.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Seriously? Not even a play?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota throwing middle, and it's complete.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There's been nothing but field goals for this offense so far, and I think this time they've said to themselves, let's put an end to that and put one in the end zone. Nice job there to pick up the conversion on 3rd down and keep this drive moving.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Penny going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mariota to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Greg Ward.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
On 1st down, Downs to throw.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Dobbs is throwing. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here's Kelly on 4th down, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The play made defensively that time by Isaiah Thomas.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a give to Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the Browns down by 15. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Now Dobbs. And that's complete to Grant.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Dobbs.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Mariota going to run on the option.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.